Have you ever felt burnt out or overwhelmed? Yung tipong feeling mong ubos na pagod ka na. And you feel you're constantly giving out, but nothing is left for yourself. In today's video, we're going to talk about self-care. And we're going to tell you that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. Self-care is not selfish. It's about preserving yourself for you to be able to give yourself more to others. So, kailangan protektahan mo yung health mo, mental health mo, no? Social health mo, for you to be able to get to give more to others. Kasi kung hindi natin naalagaan yung sarili natin, then it actually loses our capacity to give. Ito naman, when we neglect self-care now, we are actually risking ourselves to burn out. Marami niyan, lalo na ngayon. No? Pag na-burn out, nagkakaroon ng depression. Pag nagkakaroon ng depression, there's a decrease of productivity, decrease of passion, decrease of motivation. And when that happens, we're actually losing, our capability or capacity to be more successful and, be more happier in life. Kaya napakahalaga ng self-care. No, if we're actually taking care of ourselves, then mas nagkakaroon tayo ng healthy mind. Kasi kapag you're not actually taking care of yourself, then nagkakaroon ng depression, anxiety, stress levels pouring out, no? Stress ka na sa trabaho, no? And you're not actually going away from it because you're not taking care of yourself. Napakahalaga ng mental health ngayon, lalo na ngayon that we're in a generation where mental health is already considered, no? And being meron ng awareness about mental health conditions. So that's a big part, a big chunk of self-care. Next is yung physical care, no? Importante din na inaalagaan din natin yung sarili natin. We should stay fit, healthy, no? Kung kailangan mong mag-ayos, magpagupit, magbigay ng maganda damit sa sarili mo, no? Or treat yourself onto good places or to good restaurants. Napahalaga ng physical care pa rin. Kasi it's actually an affirmation of the things that we're actually working hard for. Kung di mo nakikita kasi yung produkto or yung product nung pinaghihirapan mo, doon ka nag-start magkaroon ng burnout, no? And from time to time, I'm not saying naman na maggastos ka lang, no? Pero at least reward yourself for this for working hard. Okay? And then next is yung emotional health. Napakahalaga din ng emotional health. So you have to take care of that by surrounding yourself with good people, good network, watching productive videos like this, no? And of course, yung magkaroon ka rin ng time, mag-spend ng time to travel or to reward yourself na ito, deserve mo to, no? To be able to actually reward your hard work. So, emotional health is being taken care of that. So, why is it really important? Because, just like a drained cup of water, if we're drained, no, we cannot really give water to others. Ganon din sa kandila, no? Kung upos na yung kandila, kung tunawan na siya, it cannot anymore give light to others. So imagine yourself, lalo na kung breadwinner ka, or you're someone who actually provides for the family, or even for yourself. No, kung ubos ka na, hindi ka not really provide for yourself anymore. And the only way to be able to avoid that is self-care. Now that we're talking about, the consequences of not taking care of yourself, meron lang tayong few things to actually check on. Yung symptoms ng burnout, baka meron ka nito, no? So, for example, you are losing motivation to actually work. Yung tipong hindi naman mahirap yung trabaho, pero tinatamad ka magtrabaho. And iniisip mo, kaya ka tinatamad, is nakakapagod yung trabaho. But in reality, it's not. You just lose motivation on actually working because you're not anymore taking care of yourself. No, lose na yung motivation, yung passion, no? Kasi if you're going to look back or you're going to observe, no, there are a lot of hard workers, no? Ang dami, no, na nagwo-work hard. And they're not actually losing the motivation to work hard because clear sa kanila yung gusto nilang gawin. Another symptom of burnout is if may constantly breakdown na on a day during your work, niisip mo, ito na lang ba ang gusto kong gawin? I know there's a lot of people who can relate on this kasi I've been there when I was working on a corporate. No? Di siya madali. No? Kasi even if kayang-kaya ko yung trabaho ko before, no? It seems so hard for me. It seems so stressful. It's really depressing me a lot. And na-realize ko kasi I'm not anymore taking care of myself. And ito last siguro na common symptoms na ng burnout. Increase na yung mood swings mo or madali ka nang mainis. Yung irritability mo is at level na hindi ka naman ganito dati. Pero na-experience mo na, parang ang bilis kuminis ngayon parang naha-high blood ako parati So yung mga ganong bagay is a common symptom of burnout. Now, if you're actually seeing this in yourself, assess nyo yung sarili nyo, maybe, you're not anymore taking care of yourself. So I have 5 practical tips that you can do for self-care. Number 1, set boundaries. Sa work, sa personal life, sa love life, whatever part of your life is, you have to set boundaries. Lalo na sa mga taong nasa network ko ngayon, for freelancers or business owners out there, kapag nag-business ka kasi, dati 8 to 5 job lang pag nagko-corporate ka. But when you have your business or you're a freelancer, 24 hours a day ka na nagtatrabaho, no? And mahirap 'yun. That's a very risky yan kasi you have to actually set boundaries versus personal and work. Mga nag-work from home dyan, no? Definitely, nasa bahay ng workplace mo, at the same time, nandun ka na rin nakatira, no? But you have to actually put boundaries. Ano lang yung time for the work, ano lang yung time for your personal life, no? Kasi that eases yung friction, no? That actually stress us out. Number 2, schedule me time. Mag-schedule ka ng me time mo. So, for example, in a day, you should always have this me time na personal time mo talaga to actually take care of yourself. Pwedeng mag-skincare ka, magpamasahe ka, maglaro ka ng games, kumain ka ng masarap, no? Something that you can consider as your me time. Number 3, physical self-care. So, kailangan mag-exercise ka daily. Ito, it's scientifically speaking, no, lahat tayo required mag-physical self-care. Kasi kung gusto niyo pang mabuhay ng matagal, no, part of it is actually taking care of your health physically. No? Mag-exercise ka kung nag-work ka lang, no? Make sure that you're not stagnant, sitting around the whole day, kain, tulog, kain, work na lang tayo. Or aral. So make sure that you give time for at least 15 to 30 minutes in a day to actually become physically active, no? For you to sweat it out, have your muscles grow or engage, and take care of also of your diet, no? Napakahalaga ng diet. Alam nyo naman na yan, no? Mula elementary tinuturo na yung mga bagay na dapat kinakain natin and healthy. And it's really important when it comes to self-care. Kasi what we eat is what we become, no? So, if you're actually eating junk, you become junk later on. Number 4, mental health, no? So, you have to engage yourself in mentally nurturing activities like, you can go on places, travel places, or meet with new people, or meet with your friends, no? Huwag nyo hahayaan na ma-isolate yung sarili nyo ng matagal. No? Kasi when you isolate yourself, you're actually opening yourself to vulnerabilities na mga procrastination, bad thoughts, mga negative ideas. And when you're actually surrounding yourself with good people, with good network, with good activities, you become more healthier mentally. Number 5, no, maganda to. Very relevant to sa lahat sa atin. Digital detox. Make sure na nagdi-detox tayo on online activities sa social media, no? Maglaan lang kayo ng time properly for taking in or engaging on social media kasi nade-desensitize na tayo by the online world. And most of the time, nauubos yung oras natin dyan. So, maganda na talagang tine-check in natin, gaano nga ba tayo katagal mag-social media? Ano nga ba napapala natin dito? And make you sure that whatever you're doing on social media, something intentional din. Kasi if you're not intentional anymore, nagdo-doom scrolling na lang tayo, it really drains us, no? It really drains us. And most of the time, by the recent studies ng mga statistics ngayon, no, karamihan ng mga depressed na tao because of what they see in social media. Now, if you have those kind of, risks or tendencies na ma-depress, you should be able to stop, or lessen more your online activities. Engage more on physical activities like gardening, journaling, or, mas physical activities na mas healthier for you. Now, I couldn't, emphasize this more kung bakit natin kailangan mag-self-care. It's not something na, again, it's not a luxury. It's a necessity. Libre naman maging healthy, unless mag-subscribe ka sa gym or bumili ka ng mamahaling diet foods, mag-invest ka sa skincare, you can still, take care of yourself ng libre. Libre naman maglakad, libre naman tumakbo. Libre naman kumain ng healthy or ng gulay, libre naman mag-post sa social media. So all those things naman are for free and very accessible to every one of us, It's just a matter of how we intentionalize the things that we're going to do. I'm pretty much sure na naiintindihan niyo na yung importance ng self-care. Hindi siya, again, hindi siya something na kailangan natin katakutan gawin or we have to feel guilty about. Kasi yung iba kasi, pag nag-self-care sila, ano lang yan, para lang sa mayayaman yan, or napaka-selfish namang tao na ito pag nag-self-care siya. No, it's not. So remember, if you're not taking care of yourself, you cannot really give to others. So make sure that in order for you to give more, you have to take care more of yourself. So if you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like. Comment na rin kayo ng takeaways nyo or any stories that you would want to share. And if meron din kayong gustong mga topics that you would want us to talk about, make sure to comment it below. See you on our next episode.